Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the In Full Bloom Book Club. Here we utilize the transformative power of storytelling to explore perspectives and to cultivate empathy, compassion, and connection. Our season theme is collective grief and trauma, and our season questions and topic for exploration are: how does trauma shape us? What consequences of collective trauma are we facing today? And how can we support one another in navigating collective grief? We are currently reading Riding the Lightning: A Year in the Life of a New York City Paramedic by Anthony Almojera. Physical and digital book purchase options are in the description box below. So, this episode, we are finishing up our discussion of the first 4 sections or chapters of the book. This is part 2. Again, there are lots of spoilers, so go read the chapters and come back to join the discussion. And if you enjoy this kind of content and value what we're doing here, you can show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing below. We so appreciate it. Okay, our next question. On page 76, Almojera gives us some backstory on Angie, a member of his surrogate family, the group home. After he details her challenging upbringing, he says, "But Angie learned early on that there was little to be gained by talking about your feelings. To survive in her neighborhood, you had to be tough." Let's reflect on our personal experiences and the experiences of people we know. How have our experiences shaped how we handle trauma and grief? What ways do we find most effective for ourselves or generally speaking? Host, this is a very personal and introspective question, so please take some time before sharing to assess what your boundaries and limits are. You matter. We'll wait.
Just right off the bat, like ways that I've kind of learned to deal with certain emotions is like to try my best to like keep it all bottled in for as long as possible. And then like if I have some alone time, then I can just let it all out. I feel like I learned to do that because I feel like I used to get in trouble for like having like not for having feelings, but it seemed like it was just always an inconvenience growing up to, like, my parents if I was, like, not talking or not seeming happy or if I was crying. It seemed like that would like, I would literally get in trouble, so I kinda just learned, like, don't show, like, what's going on. Just, like, handle it by yourself.
Yeah, it's really interesting, Elena. I can definitely relate to the experiences of to the experience of feeling like you have to like maintain appearances or yeah, like shove that kind of stuff to the back. It's so interesting how anytime someone interacts with us, there's like what they say and what they do, like there's like what their intention was, right? There's how we received it, all the different previous experiences, our genetic makeup, and like how our mind, automatically works. There's just so many different layers to how we receive information. And it's so funny. I imagine that a lot of parents end up speaking to their kids about experiences they had that the parents probably like, forgot, and it was like whatever. And the kids are like, actually, that was really like formative for me. And probably vice versa as well. There are probably some things that like the parents dread and are like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened." And the kids are like, it was no big deal. It's a tough job being a parent and trying to make sense of how to communicate with your children in a way that they can receive the message in the way that you intended, I guess. I'll say at least how I handle tragedy, and maybe this will speak to how I handle trauma. I tend to be like in a fix it mode. It's really interesting, and there have been times where I was really insecure about it because this is gonna sound maybe bizarre to some people, but I felt like I was manifesting like chaos and tragedy around me. I felt like I had this almost the way that Almojera has like this thrill seeking thing. I felt like I had this fix it tendency. Like I needed a project to be working on. I needed people to save and those type of things. And I felt like because I desired that so much, I was creating that around me. And I would feel guilty like when certain things happen because instead of being like, oh, this is so tragic. I mean, I could cognitively think that. And but I felt like my emotions didn't necessarily align. Like instead, I would be like hyped up off this adrenaline to make things right. Just to speak to the effectiveness of my method, so to speak. Um, Neither of those methods are like intentional. They're very reactive. So that already kind of probably speaks to the effectiveness. Um, my go-to ways of doing things are not necessarily always the most effective. Um, yeah, I'm learning to be more vulnerable. I'm learning the power in authenticity. Um, I'm learning to allow people to see my fullness rather than I don't want to say the facade that I put up, but the performance that I do for the sake of maintaining people's perception of me. That I'm like happy go lucky and positive and all of these things that I held on so tightly to as a part of my identity. And so yeah, I'm learning to let that go. That's not healthy for me. That's not the reality of my experience. That's not how I really form the connection that I think we all require to a certain extent. And I truly think I deny myself of the opportunity to connect with people because I'm so concerned with how they perceive me. In terms of kind of my like get it done like mentality, that's actually like the opposite. I'm trying to appreciate and embrace that more about myself. Again, there's a certain amount of shame wrapped up in that. Or has been at certain periods of my life. I felt disconnected from like emotion and experience, and like I wasn't taking, I don't know, like it just felt weird that I was able to manipulate my emotions in that way, or I was able to like shut off in a certain way. And I also just feel like it made me feel disconnected from the human experience. It's a whole thing that I won't go into right now, but I say that to say like there are certainly ways that I'm able to show up for people that I maybe couldn't if I didn't have kind of that natural reaction. And like it's a part of me, and I'm trying to understand myself in my fullness and appreciate myself in my fullness.
Yeah, I really had to think on this one for several reasons. I don't think if I'm being honest with myself, I don't know if I truly process grief or any of the traumas I experienced. So maybe that is connected and that's the way I can answer this question. But growing up, my mom had me when she was very young. And so I also had like a couple younger sisters. And so I always felt like the one to protect everyone. So if anything were to happen, I would kind of be the shield and I would like to just be, take all the blows and allow them to be safe and okay. In whatever capacity that tends to be. But I think I carried that a lot and that um, carried over into like some personal relationships I had. And when that was gone, I didn't know how to cover myself that way. And so I just kind of pushed everything to the back, the depths of, my mind. And I genuinely don't know if I've like done any real processing of any of the traumas or, any things I've grieved at growing up or even things that's happened recently. I kind of see it, acknowledge it and just move on. But I don't know if that's healthy, to be honest with you. It's just so natural at this point. Again, I think it might just be genuinely that I don't know how to cover myself to allow myself to be vulnerable and then to feel protected in that space so I don't deal with it head on. So I think that's the best way I can answer that question. All right, guys. So real quick, we just want to shoot a reminder out to you all to please like and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That will make sure that you will be notified whenever we post a new episode, so you can keep following along with us. It really helps us to support our channel, and also helps you in the end because you're able to connect with us and become part of our tribe. So please go ahead and like and share and subscribe to our channel, and also connect with us in our comments.
For our activity today, Asia will be our game master for this particular game. So Elena and I will be the contestants. We will be playing a guessing game. So Anthony Almojera introduces us to a lot of people and places in the story. So we're going to lend you all a hand in keeping them straight. So in this game, there will be a list of people and places of which won't be known to the players. And each player will have 2 minutes to guess as many of these people and places as they can through their line of questioning. So each player is going to take turns either asking a yes or no question about a mystery word or guessing the mystery word. Once the chosen word is correctly guessed, the player who guessed it is assigned that point and the players will move on to the next round and so on until the 2 minutes are up. The player with the highest number of correctly guessed words wins that round.
The first word is a person. You can start the timer.
Is this person a man?
No. T, your turn.
Is this person an EMS worker?
No. Elena?
Is this person related to the narrator?
No.
Dang. Has this person worked with Anthony?
No.
Is this person intimate with Anthony?
No. I'll give you a hint. Family drama. Yeah.
Is this person an enemy of the family?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this person related to Richie's death?
No.
Is this person Tuffy?
No.
This is tragic.
Is this person older than Anthony?
Yes. I'll give you another hint. Affair.
Oh. Is this person Sophia?
No.
Oh.
Is
Okay,
this person
time's up.
Sophia? Oh,
What?
Yeah. What was it? Who is it?
Zophia? I know it was a Z. It was like Sophia with a Z.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, who is it? Asia, the time is up.
Okay, well, I didn't know. The person was Inez.
Who?
She was the one, Inez. She was the one who Anthony's father was having an affair with. And then his mother dragged him and his sister to the girl's house. And then she smashed her windshield when she drove up to her house. Do y'all remember that part? Dang, no?
I remember that, but I didn't remember her name. The Zophie, whatever, the Polish woman. That's the one who stood out to me.
That was supposed to get a
Gotcha.
fan installed and wasn't no fan.
All right. So no points were given. Let's move to the second one. Okay. All right. So the second word is person. Start with Elena.
Is this person a family member of Anthony?
No.
Is this person an EMS worker?
No.
Is this person a childhood friend of Anthony?
No.
These are not related. Not.
They're pretty memorable. I'll say that.
Is this person a patient?
Yes.
Is this person a woman?
Yes.
Is this person a mental health patient?
Yes.
Is this person, would this person be considered a hypochondriac?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay. I have no idea what this lady's name is, but oh, did this person have a shopping cart?
Yes.
I have no idea what her name is.
Is this person homeless? I don't know.
Yes.
Our time's up.
Okay. It was Mirabelle.
Oh, I had an M in my mind.
We're gonna switch it up. Now I'm gonna say the word, and then you can still give me yes or no questions. So this word is strike.
Is this Richie's assassinator?
Damn, that was quick.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
That was quick. Yeah, that was correct. Okay, yeah, Elena, you get that point
That's fast.
right away. All right, are y'all ready for the next word? Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna try to pronounce this the best way I can. Maimonides.
Is well, did you say whether it was a person, place, or place?
Place.
Is it a vacation spot?
No.
Is this the largest hospital in the country?
Yeah.
You better be on it, Elena. Anthony would be
I
proud.
feel
Yes,
like that
I'll
was
give-
wrong,
I'll
but
say
they
yes.
did something.
I'll say yes. I'll give you that one because yes, it's
busiest.
one of the biggest emergency departments in the U.S. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So I'll give you that one.
Okay.
How was that sitting in your head like that?
Right.
Because I remember I couldn't pronounce it when I read it, but it had all these different facts like shortly after.
I was like, is that an island or?
Next word. Sorry. Is Greg Hodge.
Is this Richie's first mentor?
Girl, what? Girl, what? Do you have photographic memory?
No, not at all.
That's crazy. I even when I went back to find the word, I was like, who that?
I'm weak.
That left my head so quick. That's crazy. Okay, good memory. Dang, Tia, come on now. I'm just kidding. Well, I have one more word. Okay. It's an acronym. EDP. Tia, I'll let you start this one.
Is it an organization?
No.
It's EDP?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, were you thinking about the home security?
Huh? No.
Is it?
I had to double check real quick.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Is it a type of patient?
Yes.
Well, emotionally disturbed person?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You got it right, Tia.
Thanks to Elena, because
I can't remember.
all kinds of things I guessed before I guessed that.
Okay, if you want, I added like a little bonus question. It's like a kind of like a multiple choice question. Just to test y'all to see how well y'all been paying attention. Which of these places did Anthony not mention thus far as one he has traveled to? There's 5 countries that I'm about to list. Bondi, Rosario, Uganda, Beijing, Montana.
There's countries he's visited?
No, which of these places?
Got you. So I was gonna roast that ass. No, I'm joking. Which places has he not visited?
I almost want to say Beijing because I remember he said he went to Hong Kong, but I don't remember him saying he specifically went to Beijing. But I feel like that's wrong.
I'm gonna say Bondi.
Is it Rosario?
Okay, wait. Which one's what's your final answer?
My final answer is
Beijing.
Bondi.
Beijing is my final one.
Okay, Beijing, and then you said what, Tia?
Bondi.
Okay. The correct answer is Rosario.
That's crazy.
Rosario is the largest city in Argentina.
Oh,
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Bondi was actually it's Bondi Beach that he went to in Australia, and then he did go to Beijing and Hong Kong.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Game Master Extraordinaire.
Oh, we try. That was fun. Y'all did great. Mainly Elena, but thank you, Tia.
Alrighty, y'all. So that's the end of this episode. Thank you, Tribe, for joining us today. You mean so very much to us. We're so happy to have you here with us, joining along in the discussions. Remember to stick around for information about the charities our community is supporting this season. Please join us for the next episode right here. There's always room for you here. Bye-bye. Hey Tribe, before you go, we wanted to chat with you about how you can help your fellow humans navigate collective grief and trauma. This season, each host has chosen a charity to share with you all. The charities we've selected have missions that address collective grief or trauma in some way. Our hope is that you'll find a charity whose mission aligns with your hopes for humanity.
You can check the description box for links to our fundraising pages. We encourage you all to explore the websites for information about each organization's impact and ensure you're making an informed decision when giving. InfoBloom Media has no affiliation with any of these charities or crowdfunding platforms. Thank you all for your consideration.
Journey well.